Hi, I'm Ty West, and this is Trailers from Hell, and now I'm talking about Temple of Doom. So after just gushing about Raiders and having it be this movie that first excited me about cinema and made me obsessed with this like legendary movie character, I had no idea there was a Temple of Doom movie. No one told me. And so my whole life was Indiana Jones this, Indiana Jones that, the toys, the posters, the everything. And there was this other movie out there that no one told me about. And I remember being at school one day and someone saying, like, well, what about the second movie? And I was like, what do you mean the second movie? And they were like, there's another movie with, like, they're eating monkey brains. And it was like the world kind of went and stopped because it was like, what do you mean? Like, this is all I think about. How could there be another movie? So I don't know if my parents were hiding it from me or if they just didn't know about it either. But I couldn't get out of school fast enough to go to the video store and find the movie. And so I found it and I went home and watched it. And it's, to this day, one of like my favorite movies of all time, and it's my favorite of the series. I mean, I think Raiders is probably technically a better movie, but I've never seen a movie like Temple of Doom. There's nothing else like it. And in many ways, it's also like one of the best, or at least my favorite horror movies. And I know nobody thinks of it like a horror movie, because there's like humor in it and there's adventure in it, and it's a sequel to another movie that's not really a horror movie. But to me, it's about this cult, and there's giant vampire bats, and there's eating monkey brains, and there's spiked rooms closing on people with skulls, and there's people getting their hearts ripped out, and slavery of children. It's very much a horror movie, and it very much exemplifies what I love about horror movies, is that there don't have to be these genre constraints, and that it can be anything. And I just think that there's very few movies at all that have ever been made like Temple of Doom, and I just think it's an amazing experience. All right, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, the sequel, although it is a prequel, and maybe everyone knows that now. I didn't know that until much after seeing the movie. I always just thought it was the second one, and he just was done with Karen Allen and moved on. But apparently, this movie takes place beforehand. You can see in this trailer that it's also, it really kind of, the idea of this character in a serial environment and being on different adventures, this movie is because Last Crusade sort of connects to to Raiders of the Lost Ark, whereas this movie exists on its own. And that's what I find so exciting about it, is that you take this character and he's the one through line, and then you get these new adventures. And this adventure was just so dark and extreme, and as a kid, that was the kind of stuff I was interested in, and it really kind of connected to me in this like provocative way. It's also the movie that I think the PG-13 rating was developed for. Although this movie's PG, this was the one that someone went, we really got to come up with something between PG and R, because we can't have people's hearts getting ripped out. So, oddly enough, the only PG-13 movie in the series is Last Crusade. So this one got away with the PG, and then I guess Last Crusade paid for it.